on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever the hell you're watching from. I'm Anthony Greeno, and welcome to WKAT and the wonderful channel that I can go live on because YouTube is being an asshole to me. They have not fixed the issue yet, and I have sent several emails to them saying, "What's going on here? Why are you not fixing it? I'm having a problem here. You need to fix it now. I want to go live on my channel. Don't you understand what you're doing to me to ruin my life, YouTube?" Do they not understand? I can't go live. That's the problem. YouTube has got me all screwed up. That's what's screwed up. I can't go live on my channel. This is also my channel with Kat. Okay. Now I'm on here a lot more than he is. He usually does things on his channel, but I can't go live on my channel because YouTube has got me all screwed up and jacked up. Like, the lessons of being a YouTuber was my topic today. The pros and cons. What is a pro? What is a con of being a YouTuber or being in the public eye? Okay. A lot of people go live on Facebook. I used to do that before I got into the YouTube thing. And then I started doing the YouTube thing because I found a bigger following. No one's complaining about me. It's just I'm complaining to YouTube because I'm like, what's going on here, people? You know, like, why? Why are you screwing with me? So the reason that I can't go live on my channel is because I got a copyright strike for a freaking song that I used over a year ago. And they hit me with a strike in June or July, I think it was. And I couldn't go live for 3 months or something like that, or 2 months, something like that. And so I couldn't go live, and it's been said that when it was done that my live streaming would be enabled. And then so it wasn't enabled that day. So I started looking up videos on YouTube of other people that this has happened to. And they're like, yeah, man, it usually takes about 3 days, for it to happen, for it to fix. And then it'll automatically fix. So I waited and waited and waited. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days now. And it's still not fixed. And I've sent multiple emails to YouTube saying, get it fixed because I need to go live on my channel because there's a lot of people that want to hear what I have to say on my channel. Nobody wants to have to keep jumping back and forth to channels to listen to me. And I don't expect you to. So the deal is, look, now I'm getting a notification that says, "Oh, now live on your channel, lesson in being a YouTuber." Yeah, there you go. See how late that notification was? So now other people may be getting notifications now and start pouring in. But the pros and cons of being a YouTuber are, at first, you are overwhelmed with what it really takes. It seems like it's easy. It really seems easy. But if you really think about it, all this stuff that you see here on the screen, like this, that stuff right there and that right there, it's not easy. Okay. It's like, I have to create those things. Okay. And what I have to do is I have to go into a program and create these things in just the right size to where this will fit on the screen in the area that I want to go. Okay. You know what? I could do that. Give me just a second. Now I will go show you how to go on there. Hey, Captain. Okay, so the Captain just posted a really cool video, y'all. Y'all need to go check that out. And watch what he's doing there in that video. He's got some really cool stuff over there. So let me see if I can pull this thing up and show you guys how to get into here. So when you go into YouTube, you'll go up here to your little icon. Let me get rid of this thing real quick. And I got to get rid of that one too. So hang on just a second. right. So when you go into YouTube, you'll go up here to your little icon, and then you'll go to your studio beta. Okay. Your studio beta is going to pull you into this. All right. And it's going to say your channel dashboard. All right. So it's going to pull you up all these statistics. And then down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see Creator Studio Classic. Click on that. I click skip. It's kind of a process here. Help and feedback right there. Help and feedback. Click that right there. And it's going to pull you here. Okay. So what you can do is you can click need more help. Get creator support. Channel and video features. And then send us an email. Okay. And then you click that and it's going to ask you like who you are, your channel link and stuff like that. And then you tell them what's going on here, and you can give them my channel link and you can say, hey, he's supposed to go live. He has no copyright strikes, blah, blah, blah. And they should get on there and be like, oh yeah, you know what? We're going to fix that for you, because if you want to see him, we want you to see him. So that's kind of what's going on here. And my computer is being a dick again. So that's what you got to do. Okay. You've got to go in there and you've got to report that, and you got to send them my channel link and tell them, hey, what's going on here? I don't have any copyright strikes. I've already sent them all this stuff, you know? So it really pisses me off that I can't go live on my channel, True Crime Investigates. What, was she naked?
No.
Sorry, I'm live on this. So what it is I am just pissed about the YouTube thing, you know, and I'm appreciate you guys liking my stuff. Okay. I really do. But sometimes this thing gets like overwhelming. Okay. It really does. If you try to do this, you get messages all day long. I'm not joking. There are thousands of messages. What?
Nothing.
With everything?
Yeah, they're
Hmm?
good. Everything's good.
Was it? Hold on.
Sorry.
All right, I'm back. So, all right, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. And so the good parts about being a YouTuber is you get to communicate with people on a daily basis. You get to communicate with people from all around the world. They like to watch your stuff. It's fun. You know, doing videography is what I like to do, and that's what I believe that I was probably born to do, because it's something that I absolutely love. And you guys seem to like what I do. And that's what keeps me doing what I do. But also, the cons are that you get these idiot trolls. You get these people that comment on your stuff, and they say like all these horrible, nasty things about you. And it's like just a small group of people that do that. Okay. It gets so bad, ladies and gentlemen, that like I've had like paparazzi type people that follow me around and take pictures. Absolutely absurd, insane. Stand outside of my studio, take pictures of me and videos of me and post it on Facebook. Be like, oh, look, Anthony Greeno's here, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Stay out of my life. Leave me alone. Okay. The best part about it, doing this, is that I get to do what I like and what you like to see. It is crazy. It's really crazy. It's absurd sometimes. It is neat at times when you go out in public and people see you and they recognize you and they're like, hey, are you Anthony Greeno? Or they recognize, they see my shirt or they see my hat and they immediately know who I am. I like that. I think that's very interesting when people do that. It's like, wow, you watch my videos? Yeah, I watched this one. And it's a video that I hadn't had in months or haven't, I air it and then I don't really go back and watch them a whole lot. Sometimes I do, but I don't go back and watch the older ones. And stuff. And you know what? I want to do more videos on true crime, but see, here's the deal. I can't go live on my channel. So it's hard for me to do all that. And that's what's so frustrating to me is that I want to put out so much content on my channel and it's prohibiting me to where I have to pre-record videos and post them because I can't sit here and go live every day on this channel. I don't know. I was supposed to go live 5 days ago and YouTube's screwing me around and won't enable it for some reason. And you're right. Every video you grow and you learn. You learn more each time. You learn and you learn and you learn. You learn more each time. Every time I make a video, I find something new. I try to keep my videos different, unique. I try to keep the information factual, and I try to put out there only the content that I think is worth watching. Would I want to watch this is how I look at this. Is this something that could be aired on television is how I look at this. Yeah, and see, here's the thing is filming and then posting them is also somewhat difficult because a lot of the true crime stories aren't all happening right here where I'm at. You can only do so much about Delphi and film so much. It gets to be repetitive, very repetitive. And I tell people that ask me the same questions all the time, go back and just start at square one. Watch my videos. You don't need to have a new video to have information. You need to go back and you need to watch my Delphi videos from the beginning and where my mind was at the time and go from there and work your way back up. I've got 172 videos posted on my YouTube channel. That's going to give you plenty of time. And other crimes I will cover. But see, here's the thing is I can't really go out and get those. I can get the stories and film them. And that's actually something I was looking into earlier today was actually doing that, grabbing some stories, filming, making some stuff. But I manage 3 different channels, or I help with one of them, and I manage 2 other ones. Okay. And so it's very difficult for me to do this. Okay. I have to manage this channel. I have to manage True Crime Investigates. I have to manage, I help Jess manage her channel. I help her edit. I edit here. I also help Kat with editing at times. And my job is making business commercials and stuff like that for people. And I also go to these places, to these areas to film these things. And that's what really takes up the time. Then I have Facebook. Message after message after message after message. And every single message, I'm not kidding you, is in relevance to Delphi. Every single one of them. Like every message I get is about Delphi. And I am not joking at all. Yeah, and I spent the whole day making the haunted train video. I mean, the whole day. All day long. And now I'm having computer issues where my computer just shuts down for some reason. Don't know why. Have no idea why. But it's starting to become discouraging at times. Because when the computer shuts down, I can't make the video because it deletes everything. And that's frustrating to me. Nope. I cannot. So it's like just when I think I'm getting ahead with everything, now it almost may be time for a new computer. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the part that is frustrating here. I'll get ahead, I'll get these things done, I'll start making these cool videos again, and then boom, the computer screws up. Now I haven't been hacked because it's when I'm, I didn't even have to be on the internet for it. It's just, there's some kind of glitch in this thing, okay, where it just does things. And I've upgraded it. This computer's brand new. That's the thing. Hey, Bo, I've only had this computer for a year, and it wasn't even used for 6 months. This is a nice computer. The computer in the other room that I let Jess use is freaking awesome. The warranty's just over. That's the thing. The computer over there that Jess uses, brand new, newer than this one. Yeah, I have Windows 10. It's just, I don't know, it gets frustrating. It gets to be irritable. It makes me irritable when I do this, and then on top of things, it's like, you gotta do things, and I don't know. It will all work out, but like, I don't know. I just need to develop some new content on some new true crime stories. That way I can air these videos on my channel, but I like to go live after I air these videos so we can talk about it. It bothers me that I can't go live. YouTube gets the big middle finger from me. Pow, YouTube. That's how I feel about you right now. But I will be making some videos about some other true crime stories. Maybe some stories that you've never heard of. The update on the Jill Berman case. There's an update on a few other things that I found out today. And I will figure it out. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I did everyone see the haunted train video? If you've not seen the haunted train video, I suggest that you go over there to my channel and check that out. We did a giveaway tonight, gave away a ticket to the haunted train in Baker's Junction, Indiana, which is just south of Bloomington. A haunted train. Now, that doesn't mean like ghost. It's like a haunted house. And it is lit. Yeah, there's a good one. It is lit. That place is freaking awesome. That place was one of my favorite places, haunted places or haunted houses things that I've ever been to. Number one, I've become fascinated with trains and railroad bridges. Number two, I like haunted houses in Halloween time. It's one of my favorite times. And like, just to put all that together, it's like, perfect. So when Jess and I went to that, it was just like, wow, this thing is awesome. And the people there were so nice. And the man, sorry, as you can tell, I may be tired. The man who owns the place and the woman who owns the place and his family were just so nice to us. And they were I think that when they saw the video, they were like, wow, this is really cool, because he shared it several times on his page today. I know his other family members have shared it. I've had people from his family contact me and be like, you know what? Good job, dude. Like it. And when I was making it, I was telling Jess, I said, you know what? This video is going to take me a while because I want them to be impressed. I want them to like it. I want them to look and say, wow, they came here and filmed a video of our place. And look how fascinating this is. Look what they did. This is really going to help our business. That's my goal, is that I wanted to promote their business. I wanted them to get more business because the man has one leg, okay? He's an older man, and he's out there in his wheelchair with a shovel, on roofs, climbing ladders with one leg, moving stones. Like, it's just incredible to see the amount of work that has been done. You know? Well, it's not haunted, Chris. It's just a haunted house. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't believe in like places that are like really haunted. Like, I don't believe in any of that. I think it's all just a gimmick, you know, something to get people stirred up, Bigfoot, you know, things like that. I will, however, say that I do believe that extraterrestrial life does exist. Okay, like aliens. I mean, if we're this tiny little rock, speck of dust inside of all this other stuff, how could there not be something else out there? So I do believe in that, but I don't believe in like ghosts and things like that. I believe in other things. But what would you guys like to see covered next on my channel? We do have the Step Cemetery video that's going to be coming out on Jess's channel. I'm probably going to start working on that tonight. Probably start working on that tonight, tomorrow. Have that video out for you guys here in the next couple of days. I keep yawning. Oh, there you go. What would you guys like to see? Do you guys like the adventure videos? Do you guys like the true crime? What's your favorite thing that I do? Is it Delphi? Is Delphi what you guys want to see? I mean, it seems like a lot of people like that. A lot of people talk to me when I talk about Delphi for something. I mean, is Delphi is who I am? Is that just what I do? Is that just what I do? I mean, apparently it is. That may be just who I am. You know? You want to see other true crimes that have never seen the light of day. All right. Well, you know what? I do have a true crime story that I'm going to work on. Covering other crimes. Exactly. And I will cover other crimes. Here's what bothers me about covering other crimes. I like covering other crimes. Love it. I wish I was there. I want to be able to be there and put the camera in people's faces and say, need to know more like this. Need to know more about this. You know, there are lots of unsolved crimes in Indiana, but I want to reach out a bigger, broader audience because I want to be able to cover true crime in your area, where you are. Something that fascinates you, to where the people around you will be like, you know what? I didn't know that. Or that's a really, really cool story. And yes, I do have a story about an unsolved crime that took place in Ohio, and it involves Indiana. And the Step Cemetery video is going to be a good one. We do need to do a little bit more filming in there for that one as well. For the it's like a 3-part video, and we will get that one out. I don't know who the Carr brothers are, but I know you was talking to Jess about that the other day, and I will look into that. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Maybe I need some coffee. So the pros of being a YouTuber, it's fun. It's fantastic. The cons, assholes, trolls, difficulty getting around to the places to do it. Public scrutiny is really what it comes down to, because when you start putting yourself in the public eye, you start getting like idiots, haters, you know, and stuff like that. But then you also if anyone tries to be a YouTuber, I will tell you, it's not easy. Once you get a big following or a lot of people that like you or watch you, it's difficult because when you're trying to put this content out, you've got 50,000 messages coming in on Facebook at the same time, emails, a whole bunch of different stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh, man, I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up. Can't keep up with this. So how much time does it take to make a video? Well, I made a 38-second video that took me over 2 hours to make. 38 seconds. Why? Because I wanted to add the cool effects, the cool stuff. I could sit there and just talk, but that's not what you want to see. You want to see the cool stuff. You want to see the drone shots. You want to see the underwater shots. You guys want to see the camera angles from multiple places. You want to see me test these Delphi theories out. You wanted to see the reenactments. And that is what I'm here to do, is to provide you with footage like that. The reenacting footage, I think, is probably some of my best work. And a lot of people have said that. Your reenactment video was great. And you know what? I'm proud of that video. I am. I'm super proud of that video. All 3 of them. That was a lot of hard work. And to collaborate with so many people to get them there to do that was difficult in its own. But there was people that was willing to do it, and they went out there, and I had to get special permission from the property owners to go out on the property to say, hey, here's what I'm doing. I don't want anybody to be alarmed. I'm calling law enforcement and telling them this is what I need to do. Why do I need to do this? Because I went right to the Weber's property and told Miss Weber, because her and I had met on the wrong terms, because basically here's what happened. I was out there filming a video and was preparing for the reenactment video with me, and it was, I think, Rebecca Baxter and her daughter and her daughter's friend. And I was walking them through what I was wanting to do. And I was standing there by the creek bed, and on the top of the hill where Miss Weber lives, it was her and her husband. And they was like yelling at me. And I'm like, this is public property. And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And the police were called, and they showed up out there and talked to me and basically told me, yeah, this is public and this is not public. And I said, okay, well, now that I know that, but we started off on the wrong foot. Then it was like, I don't know, weeks later, I went back out there and I walked across the bridge because her driveway's locked. And I walked across the bridge and I walked down the hill and I walked up that private driveway, and she was sitting in her front yard doing landscaping, like planting flowers. And I walked up to her and I says, Miss Weber. And she's like, Anthony Greeno, what are you doing here? And I said, I came to apologize for trespassing on your property. And I wanted to say I'm sorry. And I just want to know why you don't like me. And she looked at me and she says, Anthony, I love you. I don't not like you at all. And I understand why you are here. And I said, well, I needed to come apologize in person, and I needed to talk to you because I have some questions. And she said, do you want to come inside for a cup of coffee? And I said, sure. And so we went inside, and we went and sat out back on her porch, actually. And we went out back and we had a cup of coffee and we sat there and we talked. And I said, here's my request. My request is to have permission on Saturday to come out here and film a reenactment about the Delphi case. Why? Because I need to see it for my own eyes. I need to see what it looks like for people to do this. And I need to film it, and I need to broadcast it to my audience, because this is something that they need to see. They need to see a guy in a blue coat standing behind that tree. They need to see people cross the creek. They need to do these things. And I need to see it happen. And I need to film it. and I'm going to direct it, and I will take full responsibility for everyone that's there. There'll be about 15 to 20 people out there. And she said, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. And now every time I go out to the bridge, I send her a message on Facebook and say, I'm going to be out there. I don't want you to be alarmed. I'll be going down the hill, and I'll be doing this and this and this. And she is totally cool with it. Why? Because I let her know, and I don't do what's, anything to violate what she wants. People talk about the shoe tree. Can you go film the shoe tree? You know what? I did that one time when I was trespassing. And when she told me the story about the shoe tree, I'll never film that again. And I'll never go show anybody again. Okay? Because that shoe tree is not something that people partied at. Has nothing to do with the crime. It's for her son who passed away. It's a memorial that they did. They've made that. Okay? And when you start getting out and you start interviewing these people and you start talking to them and you find out what they know about the Delphi case, and you go in and you find out more information and you ask permission and you do things the right way, it gets you a lot further than just doing it the wrong way. And it took some of that for me to realize. It takes a lot of guts for someone to go trespass on Ron Logan's property while he's in prison, because I needed to see what that area looked like up close and snoop around myself. I needed to. I had to, because I was so nosy about the crime. I needed to try to put my mind in the mindset of this killer and say, where is this dude? Where is he? How did he get out of here? Which direction would he have taken? How would I have done it if it was me? And I trespassed while he was in prison. And then when he got out of prison, I've got a video where I go and introduce myself to Ron Logan, asked him for permission to go back down there. And then also there's another time that I didn't film it, and I went to go talk to Ron, and I talked to him, and I told him, I'm the guy that was at your hearings, filming you, asking you to talk. And you know what? I trespassed on your property because I needed to have some answers for my own sake. And he says, you did? I said, yeah, I did. And I put it in a video. And he was very cool about it, because I explained to him what the deal was. It's like, look, dude, I'm not trying to incriminate you at all. I'm not saying anything negative about you. If anything, I'm telling people you had nothing to do with that. And he was so supportive of that. And it just branches off from there. When you start treating people with respect and doing things the right way, even though maybe I haven't done them all the right way the whole time, you get a lot further. Especially with this Delphi case, because there's so many unanswered questions. And it's like every time I get an answer, it raises 10 more questions. And I guess some more pros would be that when you start doing this, when people see you show up, they expect you to interview them. They're curious as to what you're doing. Some people like to be on the camera. They like that 15 minutes of fame or whatever you want to call it. Some people don't. They don't like it. And they'll avoid it at all costs. But it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I just ramble on these things. Don't know why. I would love a job filming and producing more television shows. But here's my problem. I hate towns. I hate cities. I like the country. I like by myself. I don't like being in town around a bunch of people because they're too nosy. It's a bunch of junk. it's loud, it's cars and all that stuff. I like the country. I am this farm kid who grew up in the middle of nowhere, and that's the life I like. I don't like being inside a city or anything like that. I enjoy interaction with people, like at festivals, going to places and doing things, filming shoots, things like that. I like that. But I don't like to live in town. And for me to be this big Hollywood producer, because I am a producer, and you know what? I could make independent pieces, and I have. When I created the television show Southern Bounty, that was all me. It was all my work. It was my idea. It was me putting it together, me finding the people to do it. And I did it. And you know what? It took me like a year and a half of planning, thinking, working hard to get that done. And when I finally got it done, it aired on television. And I was so happy. And then my ass got arrested for some stupid stuff. Kicking in the wrong door. Come on now. How big of a mistake can I make doing that? You know? So it is what it is in regards to that. But I'm looking for more business I'm getting emails about cases. I'm looking for more business on like my real job, which is video production, making commercials, filming weddings, you know, and I don't have to necessarily be where you are to do some things. Okay. Like you need oops. Where you are. I don't know why my thing turned on like that. You know, I don't to do like video or commercial ads for businesses and things like that. I don't necessarily need to be where you're at to do something for you. But if it's going to be like a wedding, a party, things like that, you know, graduations, things like that, I can film those. I can make cool videos for you and I can air them. Not air them on YouTube, but I can make you a DVD or whatever, give it to you on the internet. I'm a social media marketing person. I can make you, you know what? See, rent a big storage place to film in. Exactly. You know, things to film there. You know, that's a great idea, Randy. And I want to be able to do more stuff. I want to be able to collaborate with more YouTubers and do more things and cover more stories. You know, so like we're branching out to the Bobby Mackey's thing. We're doing haunted places now. We're doing adventure videos, but we need to do more cases is what it really boils down to. That's what people want to see. And usually what I do is I'll air an adventure video before I show a case video. It's very difficult, you know? So like when you're airing these adventure videos and then you air a different case video, people like those, but then it's hard to reference them back to these certain things because they're like, well, which video was this in? And it's like, okay, well, at the beginning of that video, you've got a video of Columbus, Indiana. And then like in the middle of the video, you've got a video about, you know, the Delphi murders or something like that. And it's hard to reference people back to those and say, this is what each one of them is. It needs to be really separate videos, you know, instead of putting them all into one like that. So I think that moving forward, when YouTube finally gives me my stuff back, and they better sooner rather than later, give me my live streaming back because I'm sick of it. And I'm ready to make more videos on my channel, but I also want to be able to air the video and then go live and talk about it. That's really what it comes down to. You know, there's pros and cons with Streamlabs, StreamYard, there's pros and cons with OBS, and there's pros and cons with, you know, other things like my channel right now. The pros, I can upload videos. The cons, I can't go live. You know, the pros here, I can go live on WKAT. You know, the cons, I can't just upload all my content on the WKAT. You see where my frustration is with that? And that's why I'm saying, like, okay, I got to go over here and air a video on my channel. Then I got to come over here and talk about it. And then I got to refer people back over there. And then while I'm over there, I got to refer them over here. You know, it's like, holy shit, YouTube, give me a break. So yeah, and I'm keeping my channel going, and I'm working on other crimes now, but it's frustrating when they finally get that thing up or fix my live streaming thing, which they better do it soon. It'll be back to normal. But me being over here has got us. You guys have definitely subscribed, and I'm glad that a lot of my subscribers have come from over there to over here, and vice versa, and from other channels to come over here, from Cat's channel to come here to watch this. And we've got over 1,020 subscribers, and that's what we were shooting for, was over 1,000, and we got that. So thank you very much, guys, for doing that. Like I said earlier on my channel, I did the giveaway for the haunted train, gave away 1 ticket to the Baker's Junction Haunted Train, which is just south of Bloomington, Indiana. And once I drew the name for that, I got a winner. It was Crystal Alley. Crystal Alley won the 1 ticket to the haunted train. If you guys don't know about that, I really suggest you go over to my channel and you watch that video. That video is freaking badass. That place is so cool, and they really appreciated that being made for them. And I'm going to make more for them. Yeah, you know what? Don't even know anything about that, Chris. You see, here's the problem with me is I don't watch the news. Why? Because all the news is like a bunch of junk a lot of the time. I don't talk about anything good. It's like I prefer to wake up every day and turn on something that I want to watch on YouTube or check out my analytics and read through things. And not have to wake up and hear about there was another shooting on the south side of Indy today, you know, and then 2 dudes wanted for bank robbery, you know, and it's like, okay, where's the good news? You know, where's the cool stuff? You know, and it is depressing. It pisses you off because it's like, man, dude, another shooting downtown Indy. It's like, yeah, then you get to the point where you're like, yeah, tomorrow there's going to be a shooting in Indy. Watch. Tomorrow when I make a video, I will get up and I will look on the news tomorrow on 3 different news channels, Fox 59, RTV6, and WTHR, and I bet you that there will be some sort of shooting in Indianapolis tomorrow. It's just a daily thing. It's just like, it's daily. Yeah. Who cares? You know? It's like that's your network TV. You know, no one really looks to like these happy stories. And that's kind of what I'm shooting for on some of these things. It's not all true crime, but I want to make stories that's like bring something good to light. You know, like the man with 1 leg who built that train place. That's what I want to show. I want to show those cool stories of like that little kid who won, you know, an award of $10 million and then donated it to something else. You know, stuff like that, where it's like, it's good news, you know? And that's kind of what I wanted to do there. Now, I'm only going to be on here for about 15 more minutes. And then I'm cutting off. But I wanted to tell everybody to go watch that train video. Okay? It's cool. Any questions? Comments? Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Michael J. Cat in the house. Anybody? Any questions? A dude needs to be caught. He's been on the run for 15 days. Is that the convicted murderer? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to make PayPal donations, you can do so at that right there on your screen. It's also right above me, right there. You guys can do so right there. No, he's the second shooter in the Kansas City tequila bar. Never even knew there was a Kansas City tequila bar. Thank you, True Texan. Did you get the PayPal link, True Texan? It was just on the screen. I know you asked about that over on my channel earlier when I aired that video of giving the ticket away. The ticket. So, any questions? Anybody? Because if not, then I can just go ahead and cut out. I am tired. And I've got another video to make. Why? Because that just becomes the life these days, is making videos. It is the life. Thank you very much, Vicky. Love that. True Texan, like that. You know? So, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. Like I said, Delphi can get repetitive, but if that's what I'm here to do, then I am here to do. You know, if I'm going to be the Delphi guy that just talks about Delphi every day, all day, then I just guess I have to do that. We start at square one. We can just run it down and make one long ass video and say, all right, here we are. Way back at a time once was, this happened. And start at piece one and build a timeline of everybody, everything, one more time in one big video that's got every little screenshot, every little text message, every little detail about the crime, you know, like then there came the Erskine screenshots, you know, then Cheyenne screenshots showed up. Then Nation shows up. Then this Charles Eldridge guy, Garrett Kurtz, Bruce, you know, like all these people, and just piece them, everything, leave no stone unturned to say all of this happened on this day. Mike Patty talked about the cell phone pinging. Well, what does that mean? And break it down. Ron Logan said this. He was dressed like the bridge guy. What does that mean? You know, and then break it all down and then just make one thing. But here's the thing. As soon as I do that, something else will happen, or there'll be another person of interest that pops up in the news. And then there's going to be 10 million more questions and everybody's going to be like, oh, what about this? It's like, you know what? Just go watch this video. You know what? It will take a long time. Probably take over a couple weeks to do that. But I will tell you this. It's not like I don't have the files in this computer, because I've got two computers full of this. Not a joke. One of them just sitting over there full of Delphi. And when I mean full to the fullest. It's so full, it's full. I had to get another computer because it was so full. You know, that's a lot. And you're right. Make a compilation of all the stuff in Delphi would be kind of cool. People would like to see that. Do the police know who it is? If you're talking about Delphi, they haven't told us. Yeah, pictures, places, videos. You know what? Let me go show you guys something real quick. You want to see something cool? Talk about pictures, places, and videos. Let's go, like, look at this. This is like, wow. Let's look through these for just a second. This will give you an idea on some things. Like, let's go back to way back. And let's take a look at this thing here. Now, these are thumbnails. If nobody knows what a thumbnail is, it's the little image that you see when you pop up on YouTube, the picture on there. There it is. These are thumbnails that have been created over the years about everything. You should be able to see it now. Right? You guys can see this? Okay. So like these are just like, there we go. Look at that. There's me and Kat on the high bridge, image taken with a drone. Daniel Nations. There we are. The bombshell media twist. Did they really say that? You know, that's like tabloid all day. You know, that's the stuff that I like to do. Tabloid, you know. Did they really say that? You know, or like do one of those things, point, have an arrow point at one little section of the screen and be like, what is that? And people will be like, oh, I don't know. What is that? I got to click that. You know, holy shit. I need to see that. What the hell's that little arrow pointing at? You know, it's like, wow, you know, and those things catch me too, people. I look at those and I'm like, yeah, I need to see that. It's like that tabloid stuff. Look at that. Case talk. Look, there we are at Bacon Fest. There's me and Kat at Bacon Fest last year. You know, First Church of Cannabis. Like, okay, and for you guys that don't really know, okay, so this is part of making the videos, is making the thumbnails. Now, how long does it take for me to make a thumbnail like that? I don't know. Maybe it depends how long how extravagant I want the thumbnail to look. Something like that, just a couple minutes. But I mean, when you get into, that's probably just a couple minutes as well. But when you get into this, see what I've got here is I got a background. And then I had a full picture of Thomas Bruce in the courtroom that I had to take into a program and cut him out. Okay, I had to cut all around him and delete the background, make it a transparent photo. And then what I did is I put all this into the Power Director, and I put the Power Director in there, and then I put the photo of Thomas Bruce there. I put an outline shadow of him. I put this picture, I changed it to black and white. Then I put her picture in there. Then I had to write the text. That's probably 15, 20 minutes right there. Just doing that. You know, that took some time too. I had to cut myself and the bridge out. You know, that dude, ugly ass dude. And then just going through these things take a lot of time, you know? So, you know, just showing you guys some of this stuff. You know what? That one right there. Hold on. Let me go back. Boom. Isn't that a cool picture? It's me and Daniel Nations at the High Bridge. Not really, but cool. Yeah. See, you know, so I don't know. Some of these things are just cool things that I like to do. This is part of why I like to do this stuff. Look, there's Cat. That's a cool one. You know, so I figured I would just show you guys some of these things before I headed out. These are all thumbnails that have been used in people's videos, my videos. You know, that one right there I really like, on the Buffalo at Delphi. So, you know what? I'll leave it right there. New videos coming this week. That's because there is new videos coming this week, ladies and gentlemen. There will be new videos coming on my channel this week. It'll be there. And if there's no more really questions for me, yeah, nobody should be calling anybody an idiot over here. You know, and if you do, you can't be on this channel because this is WKAT. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to get on here and ramble for a little bit, but I encourage everyone to go over there and watch that train video on my channel. And I will have a video on another true crime story coming up that probably none of you have heard of. Maybe you have, probably a few of you have, but not a lot of you have, because I'd never heard of it. But it has something to do with Ohio and Indiana, and it's still unsolved. And I'll bring you the coverage here, well, not before too long. Guess you know what that means. On that note, everybody, I'm Anthony Greeno. Until tomorrow night, look out for the Step Cemetery video coming up on Jess's channel. Keep it Southern style, y'all.